Hello YouTubies, this is King Scribe and thank you for watching this YouTube video. I want to give people a warning about the elevator game. I know most of you know that the game will not work in normal circumstances, and for most of you it will never work. But there are some circumstances in which it would. Now, people know that I am not into fiction. I am not into supernatural. But there are situations in which the elevator game has elements in reality that are actually real. Let me explain. In normal situations and in normal life, it will not work. Nothing will happen. However, occasionally people will get on at any of the levels. You will get occasionally, maybe 1% of the time, 1 in 1,000, in a very busy hotel, the chances will be far higher that a woman will come on the 5th floor as you're playing the elevator game. And most people will piss themselves when this happens. But in a very busy hotel, and I've worked in busy hotels before, it's not uncommon for people to get on at these levels. Okay? It's not uncommon for women to come on either, especially on a Friday or Saturday night. They come on and go all the time. They're out all hours, especially in certain areas. So that can happen, but usually if you press, the floor 1, the floor is going to go down anyway. But if she presses floor 10, which is also a possibility in real life, the floor can go up to the top level and you are not in the other world. She may even ask you where you're going. She may get off at the same stop and look at you strangely because saying, why is he getting off here? But then again, she may just think, well, maybe he's doing the same thing as me. Maybe he was on the elevator and he's going up to level 10 anyway. That could be in her head. Maybe she has a friend at level 10. This is how this could work in real life. Just by chance, there's always that possibility in real life, and it's got nothing to do with supernatural elements at all. But these games, like the Ouija board, like all the supernatural stories of the past, have elements of truth in them. The elevator game is not what you think. It's not. If this gets into your mind enough and you start playing this game, something will happen to you eventually, and you may not like it. And it may never be that you go into the other universe or the other dimension, as they say, where there's only you. But sooner or later, not in real life, but it will happen. How could it happen? I played this elevator game just for a laugh. Okay? After watching many, videos about it, because I just thought it was funny. And it was on my mind when I was staying over at a certain place. And then one night, I went to bed and was thinking about it. Decided to play the elevator game. I did the levels. As you say, you go from one stage to another, level 6, blah, 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 blah. And you go down, back and down, up and down, blah, blah, blah. You go to the 10th floor, back down to the 5th floor, and the girl gets on, which she did in this situation. And the next thing that happened to me was that the elevator went up to level 10. And the floor looked completely different. It wasn't the same. This floor looked like something you only see when your mind is not in this universe, basically. It looks like a figment of the imagination. That's what it looked like, but that doesn't mean it was. Now listen to what happened here. I got off the elevator and the woman followed me, and she was speaking to me. I was just walking down this corridor, and I did feel a bit strange. I did feel that the environment wasn't right. There was a red cross there, in the distance, and the lighting was bluish. It wasn't how you would normally see things. And I looked back at the elevator, and that was darkish and blue. And there the woman was looking at me. I'd been on this floor for a number of minutes at this stage. And the next thing I did when she said, "Where are you going?" was I said, "I can do whatever I like." What did she do next? She went, "Mac!" That's what she did. She went, "Mac!" Like that. She screamed my name. But it wasn't her who was speaking at this stage. It was Phoebe. It was my girlfriend speaking. I woke up in real life. Remember when I said it wouldn't work in real life? I woke up in real life, and Phoebe had crashed her car at the time when I was taking the piss out of this woman. It's quite a coincidence. In some aspects, the dream world actually influenced reality. I had jinxed somebody I know in real life when she damaged her car, almost had a very bad accident, and she crashed her car while a car was coming past, and nearly caused herself some injury, and I could actually hear her screaming my name from outside, and I was literally in shock. That was the time. The time was more or less the same time when I looked at the woman and spoke back to her. Could it be that this dream, this woman in the dream, they said you're completely alone in this dimension? Maybe in dreams you are in a different dimension. You're in a different universe in which only you exist most of the time. Could it be that this creature in the dream influenced reality in the real world by jinxing it for me? So you didn't actually go, you don't end up on a roof in a water tower or something, but you actually end up with something bad happening in your real life, where the dream can actually create situations where you're unlucky, very unlucky, or the people in your life get hurt. This is the thing people got to be aware of. The elevator game, if there is any element of truth to it, is only in the dream world. And if you are thinking about it a lot and you are playing it in the real world, sooner or later it's going to affect your dream. And if you do meet this creature in the dream, I'm not saying this is real, but this is what happened to me, you may jinx yourself in the real world at exactly the same time. And that's the danger of playing the elevator game. There's always an element of truth to these games. So, as you may have seen, some dreams can actually predict the future. We've heard this before. People have dreamt things that have happened. People have dreamt circumstances that have happened. And when they looked at it, it turned out that the dream was actually correct. That's my warning to the world. Don't play the elevator game all the time. Treat it with respect. Because one day, you won't be in this reality. You'll be dreaming, and you will jinx your own reality. You will jinx the people in the real world, and you will find that you regret playing this game. There's always an element of truth in fairy tales, and the dream world can easily influence the real world. That's just my thing about this. This is what happened to me. It may just be a striking coincidence, but all the people who've had dreams where they dreamt what a day they had, and then they've had that day. They dreamt something bad happening, then it's fucking happened. Yeah, I think there are elements of truth to this, and I think I experienced it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.